Jesus really the truth, let me talk. I'm blood washed, it ain't even leave a mark. That's why I rep him, he ordered every step in the walk. Then that's the reason that his extra diamonds in the cross. But let me
made an album. The contrast with their voices too, you know, I like that with the song. This reminds me too of Andy Mineo and Words Played, I think his name is. I don't think y'all probably heard of Andy Mineo, but Words Played, because Words Played has a deep voice like Jay Knight.
Yeah.
Andy Mineo has the higher voice like BrodieDaVincie, which is why this reminds me, which is why I liked it so much, because the difference and to me also, like, they word played a lot with their lyrics. Like in this song, it's a lot of word plays the same way that they did. Like Andy Mineo and Words Played did the same thing, like just catch you with the words and just have fun with it. So that's what this song felt like to me. Like they were going in, but they were definitely trying to you know, hit you with the metaphors and stuff on this song. So the combination, to me, man, I really liked it. I can tell BrodieDaVincie probably mixed this song. He's a good mixing engineer. I do like the mix on this song. I don't really have any problems with it. I don't know if I could pick like anything bad on this song. Like maybe the sample, maybe it was repetitive, too repetitive for me. It could have broke up a little bit more. I did like that there was a pause in there. It made me, you know, when I heard that pause, I was like, oh, it came back in. It was so abrupt. And I was like, that kind of took my heart.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
I liked it.
Mm-hmm.
I liked it. You know, it was like they took everything out of that pause. But what you think, man?
I didn't like that, to be honest with you. I you know, for me it was too many. It lost its luster after a few of them, after a few of the drops.
You felt like it was too many.
It was too many. You know,
I didn't pay attention.
I enjoy a good drop or two, not 5.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? You know, because after a while, you lose. It loses its luster.
So it was too many in the beat, because I did hear that. I did hear that. Now that I think about that, there was.
And there was some actual cuts.
Yeah.
In the track, like going into the hook, like that's I believe was an actual cut. So, but I don't know. I thought that, you know, that's a good song. You know, I love the words. I love everything that they were saying. Just, you know, just some issues with me that there were no real. Those cuts and those drops were artificial dynamics to me. And if you were to listen to the song as the song was, it did not escalate. It just went. It was one big long song after a while. And to create dynamics, you had to cut the track. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But in some of them, I thought something else could have been going on in the cut or something like that. But yeah, it didn't flow to me and everything. Like it just, I could actually hear some of the like the actual cut parts. What you want to do is when you cut it, you want to roll it off very slightly, very slightly. It should never pop when you cut. When you hear a pop, that means that it's a hard cut and you were popping in the middle of something. You were cutting in the middle of something and it told on you. You know what I mean? The mastering told on you. You know what I mean? And I heard 2 of them. You know?
Did you hear that in that big pause?
Yeah.
I think I heard it there. I think I heard it on that.
That's what I mean. It's like that stuff, man. I could hear it from a mile away.
Maybe that's why it took my heart.
Yeah.
Maybe that was a bad feeling.
I don't know.
Like what happened? That's what it felt like. The DJ abruptly, you know, and you didn't even hear that.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
It's uncomfortable.
Right.
So, you know, I did like it, but you're right. Like it took my heart away. Like
like all the air just sucked out of the room or something like that real quick. And then, like I said, it didn't have like a signature moment in the song like most songs do. You know, I look for those particular things when I'm like, make me feel it. You know, make me feel it. You know, make me enjoy it. Take me on a roller coaster ride with your song. You know, so I
Yeah.
just didn't feel it there. Like I said, I love the words. I love how they came. The wordplay was great, but that was my issues with it.
Yeah, I feel like some people wouldn't care about that, what you said. Like,
Hmm.
there's some people who just are,
But just regular listeners, yeah.
yeah, like really like the hip hop based on the lyrics. They wouldn't care about that, what you said as much. But I do get you. You
Hmm.
know, you want it to move you. I feel like
Yeah.
there's some hip hops that people just want to ride to. You know,
Hmm.
what you think about this comment though? Teresa, she liked the way it started, but she said then built up momentum. I was thinking about the momentum part. What part is that? Like, I can't, because you said it didn't move you, so it didn't really go anywhere. So I can't, I didn't really see any momentum.
To be honest with you, I have no clue. Those drops took me out of it. Like it was first couple was cool, but then it was like another one. And that big one came in. It was just like, oh
It's
yeah,
like the beat
I
we
see what's
played.
going on here.
It's like the beat we played in the beginning of the show where it had so many drops and it was just
Yeah, it's
nothing
just
but
too
drops.
many.
I feel like people who utilize sample, I'm not gonna
Hmm.
say you don't know, like this is because you don't know how to use samples right in your music, but I feel like that happens a lot with samples
Hmm.
because you're looping the samples so much.
Right, and I
And
get that.
yeah.
But that's why you start adding other things. You don't just stick with the same, four
Yeah.
instruments and stuff like that. You know, be creative, like
Yeah.
for real, for real. Don't just be creative in your verses, be creative in the track,
Yeah.
So even if it's a track that you bought that's so creative, I mean, so repetitive, you can build on top of that,
Mhm.
on what's missing. So just try to really be creative in your music.
Yeah, I try to do that with samples a lot. Like whenever I
Hmm.
use samples, and if y'all know me, like I started off not using samples at all. Like I
Right.
didn't care for it. But then once I started using it, I tried to figure out how. And maybe it was because I wasn't like really good with using samples at first until I practiced using it. But
Hmm.
yeah, like you said, be creative. That's what I try to do.
Right.
Especially, I try to cover it up sometimes a little bit. Like I may put some filter on it and then lay another instrument over top of it. That way is sometimes how I will be creative with sample music. But yeah, chopping it up, of course, chopping it up a lot,
Hmm.
and that can be tricky. But yeah, I definitely get you in that. Like adding another layer of instrument to
Yeah.
cover up
Yeah.
those drops would
Deficiencies and stuff like
definitely,
that. Yeah.
yeah, that definitely works. I did
And
that on
nothing
that track
and
recently
nothing
too.
harsh, just
Yeah,
something to support it. You know what I
mhm.
mean?
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
mhm.